Hello students, so in this video we will see illustration number 9.8 which is there on page 126 and let us begin with the question says that two hockey players of opposite teams while trying to hit a hockey ball on the ground collide and immediately become entangled. One has a mass of 60 kg and was moving with the velocity of 5 meter per second while the other player has a mass of 55 kg and was moving faster with a velocity of 6.5 meter per second towards the first player. So here if you can imagine the scenario, there are two players who are coming towards each other. So for let us find out the given, let us write the given data first. So for player 1, if I take mass to be m1, it is going to be 60 kg and v1 will be 5 meter per second. Fine. Okay. Then for player number 2, we are going to take it as m2 and it is going to be 55 kg and the velocity v2 we will take to be minus 6 meter per second. Why minus? Because it is in the opposite direction. Both the players are coming towards each other. Okay, coming towards each other means if I take this velocity to be positive, I will have to take the other one as a negative. Fine. So now I have got mass and velocity of both the players, so I can easily find out the initial momenta, right? Before that, let us complete the question and find out what is asked in the question. So the question is, in which direction and with what velocity will they move after they become entangled? So after the collision, in which direction will they move and what will be their velocities? That is the question. Assume that the frictional force acting between the feet of the two players and the ground is negligible. So here we are not going to consider the frictional force that is between the feet of the two players and ground. We'll take it as a negligible one, right? So first of all, I'll find out the total initial amount of these two players. Like before they hit each other, what was their total momenta? So for player 1, momentum of player 1 is m1 into v1, that is 60 into 5 equals to 300 kilogram meter per second, and for player 2 it is m2 v2, that is 55 multiplied by minus 6, which is going to be minus 330 kilogram meter per second. Therefore total initial momenta is going to be 300 plus minus 330, which is going to be minus 30 kilogram meter per second. This was the initial momenta. Then they hit each other. After hitting, so I will write after hitting each other. After hitting each other, their mass will become the total of their weight, right? So for as m, I will take m1 plus m2, that is 60 plus 55, it is going to be 115 kg. At the same time, we also need to find out the velocity, but velocity we are not aware of. We don't know what is velocity, so we need to find out this velocity. Achha, now how can we do that? We do know one thing by the law of conservation of momentum, that this initial momenta and final momenta is going to be same, right? I have quantities m and v, so I can write final momenta to be m into v, that is 115 v. So I have some form of final momenta and some form and the value of initial momenta. I can compare these two quantities and I can get the value of velocity, right? So as per law of conservation of momentum, we can say that 1 is equals to 2. This statement number 1 is equals to statement number 2. That means initial momenta is equals to the final momenta. So initial momenta is what? Minus 30, and this is 115 V. Therefore V is equals to minus 30 upon 115. If you do this calculation, you will get the value to be minus 0.26 meter per second. Okay, unit of velocity is meter per second, and you will see that the direction is minus, it is in negative direction. Why? Because after the collision we get value in negative direction. That means that both the players after hitting each other are going to move in the opposite direction of the player 1. Player 1 का हमने initial velocity we had taken to be positive. That means after collision they are going to move in the opposite direction. Fine. Okay. So, or you can simply say that they are going to move in the direction of second player. जहाँ पे second player जिस direction में move कर रहा था, in that direction they are going to move. Okay. Now on the same page of your textbook, that is on page number 126, you have got some questions, and in which there is one more question, question number 3, that is from a rifle of mass 4 kg, a bullet of mass 50 gram is fired with an initial velocity of 35 meter per second. Calculate the initial recoil velocity of the rifle. Now this question is very much similar to our illustration number 9.6, where we saw the example of a bullet fired with a rifle, and in that we found a velocity of the rifle. Sorry, velocity recoil velocity of the rifle. Okay, so this question is very much similar. Now there also, if you remember situation, I mean the question scenario was same only. The before firing, if we see the rifle and the bullet both are at rest, right? Which means their initial momenta is going to be 0. If they are going to be at rest, value of V is going to be 0. So I can simply write that initial momenta is 0 since both rifle and bullet are at rest. Okay, fine. So I can simply say that initial momenta is 0. Now let us find out the momenta after firing. So after firing, momenta is equals to, now it will be the sum of two momentas, that is mass of the rifle and its velocity multiplied by mass of the bullet and its velocity. Now we will take mass of the bullet to be capital M, okay, and its velocity to be V, plus mass of the bullet will take as a small m and its velocity to be small v. Okay, just for our understanding purpose. Okay, I know the value of mass of the rifle, that is 4 kg. Velocity we are not aware of, right? So I'll write that velocity to be v. Actually this is something which we need to find out. The recoil velocity of the rifle after firing, what will be the velocity of rifle, that we don't know. So that I'm going to put as v only. The mass of the bullet we know to be 50 gram. Now it is in grams, so we will divide it by 1000 to convert it into kilogram, and its velocity is 35 meter per second. Here 0 0 will get cancel, 5 ones are 5 and 5 2s are 100. So 1 upon 2, it will be 4v plus 1 upon 2 is nothing but 0.5 multiplied by 35. Okay, so now I have 4v plus 0.5 into 35. Achha, I'll name this as equation number 1. Now as per law of conservation of momentum, I can say that this 4v plus 0.5 into 35 is going to be equal to 0, right? Why is it is going to be 0? Because this moment after firing is going to be equal to the initial momenta, and initial momenta is 0. So I can simply write 4v plus 0.5 into 35 is going to be 0. Now I will take this 4v on the other side. So 0.5 into 35 is equals to minus 4v. To get the value of v, I am going to take this minus 4 on the other side. When you do this calculation, you get value of v to be minus 0.44 meter per second. So the recoil velocity of the rifle after firing is going to be minus 0.44 meter per second. Okay. Now let us see the fourth question, which is there on your textbook, page number 127. Alright, so the question says that two objects of masses 100 gram and 200 gram are moving along the same line and direction with velocities 2 meter per second and 1 meter per second respectively. So I am going to take the objects as m1 and I am going to take the objects as 1 and 2. So for object 1, m1 is equals to 100 gram. 100 gram means 100 upon 1000. It is going to be 0 cancel, 1 upon 10, that is 0.1 kilogram. Okay, and its speed v1 is going to be 2 meter per second. See here, 2 meter per second it is given. For object 2, m2 is going to be 200 gram, that is 200 upon 1000, which is equals to 0.2 kg. Okay, similar way 0 zeros will get cancelled, and and 2 upon 10 is 0.2 kg, and its velocity v2 will be 1 meter per second. Okay, now the question is, they collide and after collision the first object moves at a velocity of 1.67 meter per second. So after collision, the second velocity v2 for object 1 is 1.67 meter per second. It is given. Okay, first object after collision, initially it was moving with 2 meter per second, and after collision it started moving with 1.67 meter per second. But for okay, I will do one thing, I will take it as u1 and u2 because v is repeated. So u1 and u2, and this we will take as v1. Okay. Sorry, u2 and v2. I will write it once again. So it will be u2 equals to 1 meter per second and v2 is asked. Fine. So first object moves at the velocity of 1.67 meter per second. Determine the velocity of the second object. So once again I will repeat it for you. For object 1, initial velocity u1 is 2 meter per second and v2 is 1.67 meter per second. For object 2, u1 is 1 meter per second and v2, that is final velocity, we need to find out. So as per law of conservation of momentum, we know that the initial momenta is equals to the final momenta, which means I can say that m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is going to be equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. v1 and v2 represent the final velocities or after the collision velocities, and u1 u2 represent the initial velocities or before the collision velocities. Okay, the masses are going to remain same, so you don't need to worry about the masses because it is going to remain 0.1 and 0.2 kg respectively. After collision भी उतना ही रहेगा, before collision भी उतना ही था, right? Okay, now I need to find out v2. So what I am going to do is I am going to keep this term of v2 on one side and rest of the terms I will take on the other side. So I will get m1 u1 plus m2 u2 upon m1 v1 is equals to we will take this on the other side, so it will be m1 u1 plus m2 u2 minus m1 v1. This term we have taken on the other side, it is positive here, so on the other side it will become negative. This is equals to m2 v2. Now I also have m2, so again I am going to take this m2 on the other side so that this v1 will be alone. So m1 u1 plus m2 u2 minus m1 v1 upon m2 is equals to v2. Now I have got the direct formula to find out v2, right, and that is what is asked in the question. I'll simply put up the values and I'll get the answer. So m1 is 0.1 kg, so 0.1 multiplied by u1 is 2 plus m2 is 0.2 kg multiplied by u2 is 1 minus m1 again is 0.1 multiplied by v1 is here it is v1 is 1.67 meter. This whole divided by m2, that is 0.2. This will give me the value of v2. If you do this calculation, you get the answer as 1.165 meter per second. So this is the value of v2. That means after the collision, the second mass of 200 gram is going to move with the velocity of 1.165 meter per second, right? So with this video we are done with the sums and the illustrations which are given in the lesson. Okay, in the exercise there are some more numericals which we will see later in our further videos. Thank you.